Hi viewers, in this session I am going to explain about the pushdown optimization, advanced settings and additional configuration required when you are introducing different types of transformations and couple of limitations also. So I have used the same mapping which I used in the previous previous video. If you haven't seen that, please watch that video and then watch this for better understanding. So let me explain again what mapping I'm using. I just taken the employee table as a source, and I have used the filter condition, just salary greater than 1000, and then sorter. In this sorter, the configuration be department number ascending order first, and then salary wise descending order, and then I have introduced one more expression. In this expression, three columns additionally I have created only output ports. These are output ports. These two are hard coded, and this one is salary into 12. And now this is already I done the pushdown optimization. I converted this, and it was successful in the previous video. And now I'm interested in populating in dname and location also. So how to populate that? So I have to use the lookup. So lookup, and where you need to look up, you need to look up into the department table. So this is the department table. Just say OK and pass this department number and give the condition, joining condition, department number equal to department number, and then from here connect these two columns. Done. So save it. Just you are introduce one new transformation called lookup. Okay, so just refresh this because you need to give the connection to the lookup. Double click, mapping, go to the particular lookup, and one limitation you have seen in the previous, the connections should be the same, okay, in the session. So then only it will converts it. You have done it, and then now check whether the pushdown optimization working fine or not. Okay, it is able to convert the complete logic into the SQL, okay, or not. So please check it by using the viewer. So already I configured the full in the configuration properties tab. So that is the reason defaultly it is coming the full. And if you can see here, pushdown optimization stops at the lookup transformation LKP trans, okay, because it is configured to return the first or last matching value when it encounters multiple matches. So what's the configuration you have given? First save this in the lookup. Go to the lookup in the properties tab. If you can see here, lookup policy on multiple matches. If to configure the PDO, this is not entertained. Okay, so use any value this one. So you have to use report error. So duplicates values it won't entertain when you are using the pushdown optimization. So the additional configuration needed is report error. You need to configure and then save. Okay, save. Okay. So now go back, see the refresh mapping, save it, and then double click. Please see one more time the viewer whether it's fine or not. See the full, so everything working fine, so there is no error message. Okay, so as there is no error message, so one configuration you need to do, that report error you need to do when you are using the lookup transformation. And one more, here already in expression you have used one calculation, right? Okay, this calculation is salary into 12. So when it is converting into the Oracle, so Oracle salary into 12 is valid. But let me take an example. I'm interested in finding the weeks, okay, difference, week difference. This mean is when the hire date and the sys date, current date, okay, I want to find the difference, and how many weeks are difference are there. I need to find it out. So to find that this week difference, I have predefined function is there in the Informatica. Okay, let me make it up. Week difference. Okay, this is, you can make it up string or anything, number also you can make it up, that's not a problem. Where is integer, and then it's only output port. If you can go back and see here in the date function, so date difference is there. Okay, date difference, but this date difference is present in the Oracle? No. So whatever you are configuring over here, let me configure this, and then you will see the error message. And then here sysdate comma the difference between two columns and the higher date. Okay, so it will come in days, so you want to you need to put this one as a date. So let's validate first. It's validated, and then once it is comes to the dates, so you need to divide it by 7. But sometimes fractions also you will get it. That's the reason you need to round. And how much you want to round? Let's make it up to close it. Valid. So validation successful. As part of Informatica, this is valid only. And same thing, try to connect to the particular port. Weeks difference. Same. And go back to the session. Refresh mapping. This one. Mapping. Just see the pushdown optimization, whether it can able to convert the SQL statement or not. So if you can go here, you can see date difference cannot be pushed into the database, because why it is mean, the date difference function is not available in the Oracle. So that is the reason it's can't able to convert it. Okay, it's can't able to push it up. So whatever you are using in the mapping, okay, those commands, those functions should be there in the Oracle. So that is the one more limitation. So if you want to find out this date difference, you need to identify some other methodology, okay, some other way to find the value for the week difference. But here the whatever the difference, date difference, you are not supposed to use it. Okay, so as a temporary basis, I'm commenting this. Let me put it 10 something. Okay, that is one limitation. And another limitation, let me take an example. I want to populate a record number over here. So how to find the record number in the in a table? So you need to make use of the variable port. So please create a variable port. Okay, one variable port called v underscore count count. This is now integer, and this is a variable port, and here you need to +1 self port calculations, and then same thing you need to bring out for the output o underscore count count. This is also integer, and this is output. So here you need to bring out of the variable port. Where is the variable port? This is the one. Done. So okay, so now like this only you need to bring it, right? So then no record counts, and then connect this. So this is valid scenario. This is the valid only, okay, as per the mapping. But okay, first go ahead and refresh the session and save it. Double click and see the pushdown optimization viewer, whether it can able to convert or not. So if you can see here, pushdown optimization stops at the transformation expression because port v count is variable port. So this is one more limitation. So you are not supposed to use, okay, the variable ports in expression. So you need to find some different options where you can able to find the count. So but apart from that, using the variable port in the expression and configuring the PDO, it won't work. So it to avoid this, what you can do, so this week difference and the count, first what you will do, in the expression you can create the SQL override, right? So just create the SQL override in the same way. On top of it, everyone knows this, and on top of it, in department number is the last column, make it up this, the row num. So row num is a function, okay, so that will give you the record number 1 2 3, okay, like that. And one more calculation will do that to find it out the weeks difference. So how to find it? sys date minus what is this high date. Directly calculation we can do that. High date. So you will get in the date format, in the date, number of days, and these things you can divide it by 7. So as this is, you need to do the rounding, comma, so to round, specify starting round, and then end. This is, you can say, week difference. Clear, getting right? So row num extra additionally you introduce in the this one, and all these functions are is there in the Oracle. So click OK. So as you are introduce 2 more columns, you need to add 2 more ports. What is the port? Week difference, and this should be decimal. Decimal you can give 2 or 4, anything you can give it out, not a problem. And the next one is record number. So this is again decimal, and then record number, give 10 characters. Fine. So done this, done this. And as you introduce the 2 more ports additionally in the SQL source call file, in the source call file, you need to connect it back. Okay, so which one you will take? So take the same port. So commission itself, try to connect it, not a problem. So both are same data type should be there, correct? And these ports bring into till end. Make sure the whatever the SQL override you written, that is working fine or not. Execute it manually. So whatever you done it, this counts everything, you can remove it. What are all? Week difference, we count, O count. So here itself you will get it from the source itself, you will get it and connect it to the target. Week difference of the record number. So as soon as you say save and right click, refresh the mapping, double click on it. Now let's see again the viewer, if any error message you will get it. Yes, one more error message you got it, that is pushdown optimization stops at the source qualifier transformation SQEMP because it contains SQL override and view creation is not enabled. So something session is given. Okay, let's where it will be there, the view creation. If you go back to the properties, see here after the pushdown optimization in the performance tab, allow temporary view for the pushdown. So here it is there. So if you can click here, okay, so this is the option you need to enable it. So enable this and then say okay. And now let's see again whether it can able to create or not. Okay, so go to the pushdown. See, now everything working fine. So these are the additional configurations you need to configure when you are introducing the different type of transformations. So you can see there is no error message or warning message in red color. So let's go ahead and execute the workflow now. Start workflow and try to save all the times. Start workflow. Workflow started. Double click on it. Let's see the statistics, how many records loaded. So 12 records are loaded into the target. So you can see only the target here. So this meaning is the pushdown optimization was executed perfectly without any issue. So now let's see the data. Refresh the table. So now records are loaded into the target table. It's perfect. So this is what the configuration you need to do when you are introducing the SQL override. So let me introduce one more transformation okay, and see how the what additional we need to do to perform the PDO, push down optimization. If you can see here the record number, how we are populating this record number by using the SQL override query. There record row number we are using it. So by row number we are bringing this column and we are loading into the target. But I don't want to do this way because every time it will start from one and how many records are coming in that load, that many records it will load it out, and again if you are executing again same way. So I don't want to do this. I want to introduce the SQL source qualifier. Instead of source qualifier, I want to introduce sequence generator transformation. So let's introduce the sequence generator transformation, sequence generator, and connect this next value to the record number. So you can say yes as it is already created. So you are connecting again. So say yes and now save. So I just introduced the one more sequence generator transformation in this mapping. So saved and refresh the mapping. So refresh done, save it and double click. Just see whether the push down optimization no can work perfectly or not. No, see here there is a red mark. So what it is saying, what is indicating, push down optimization stops at the transformation seq trans because the session is not configured to allow creation of temporary sequence in the database. So this meaning is there is one more option in the performance tab. Let's see here, allow temporary sequence for push down. So you need to enable it. So enable and now save, okay, apply. Now let's see what's the error message. Or yeah, still one more error message. What it is indicating, so push down optimization stops at the transformation, okay, is a target because a push down group cannot contain both the sequence generator and the transformation type sorter. So this meaning is sorter and sequence generator both should not present in the mapping, okay. So that's a limitation it's showing, any one should be there. So right now I'm concentrating on the sequence generator. So let's delete the sorter, okay. Let's go ahead and delete the sorter, and this is the sorter. But what we are doing here, we are sorting the data department number wise and then salary wise. So same thing you can write into the SQL query, right, which we have used in the source qualifier. So let's delete this from here, connect it, and then introduce the order by in the source qualifier query, row number from emp number and then order by department number comma salary. So you can introduce, right, yeah. So apply, okay. Now save it, save again, refresh the mapping, save it, double click on it and see if it is working fine or not. Yes, so now there is no error or warning message, okay. So this mapping we can able to configure for full optimization. What is that, push down optimization, we can configure it. So it's working fine. So now let's execute it, start workflow, go ahead, double click on it. Yes, again 12 records loaded. So if you can go back to see the data, refresh, yes, the data has been loaded because I configured this as a truncate and load. So it's truncated and loaded back the data. So this is how you need to configure the push down optimization when you are introducing a different transformation. So you have seen how we can configure the PDOs, okay, by using different transformations. So please provide me your feedbacks, comments, or if you have any real-time questions, so please post it to in my YouTube channel or send me a personal mail to the mail ID which is shown here. The mail ID is dwh.informatica.trainings@gmail.com, so that I will answer as soon as I can. So thanks for watching video. So have a great day then.